color variations are that of black and white, or brown and white, or sorrel and white, or bay and white, with 3 recognized color patterns, either Tobiano, Overo, or Tovero, which is a horse that exhibits both of the other colors. Founder of this registry is Gail Clark, and she joins us here all the way from New Mexico, riding up front. Give us a big Pinto Draft or Rose Queen wave, Gail, that'll be good. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the Wisconsin weather. It's generally different than it is in New Mexico. From the streets of Chicago now, the Pinto Draft Association is proud to showcase Durango. Normally you'll see him up and down Michigan Avenue. He's a 17-hand, 9-year-old black and white Tobiano. Nothing less than an eye catcher when offering carriage rides in good old Chicago. Owned by Debbie Hay, Durango is one of several Pinto Drafts sporting the name Antique Coach, Antique Carriage Company, and they specialize in weddings, city tours, corporate events, parties, and yes, even funerals. Sitting tall in the driver's seat for the 2nd year is Lila Blanchard. Now, if you're ever on the streets of Chi-Town, be sure and look for this Antique Coach and Carriage. Beautiful, thank you. Next up, Renegade's Magnum Force, Butch Haita, Hideaway Acres, Muskego, Wisconsin, is the man behind this guy, standing 17 hands. Magnum displays great action, a willing personality. Exemplary of the breed, Butch and his wife Linda produce anyone who would be proud to own a Pinto Draft like this. Still breeding and showcasing these fine equines right here in Wisconsin and a bit east of here in Muskego. Next we have Tristan, a 6-year-old gelding, born in Kansas, living at Lee Stables in Garden Prairie, Illinois. Owned by Linda and Barry Nordstrom, driven and trained by Larry Lee. Tristan is ridden Western style, but harnessed to a wagon, definitely what he likes to do best. Although he's a gelding, that doesn't stop Tristan from being the Romeo of the herd. His favorite pastime is chasing the ladies. Tristan is the official chapter horse of Chicago Harley-Davidson Ladies of Harley. Now we'll take a better look at all the disciplines this draft breed has to offer. You may have seen these riders patrolling with their orange vest this morning, as they also are volunteers for the mounted patrol right here at the Midwest Horse. In the lead, Banner Jr., also known as BJ. 16-1 hands, this 8-year-old tricolored Tobiano truly enjoys the spotlight. And why shouldn't he? With a foundation in dressage, he seems to excel at everything he does. Owned and ridden by Kim Reich, they become a team. English, Western trails, mounted, and most recently beginning hunt season. You'd never believe the history of this one, so be sure to come to the booth to learn more about it. Now, some people dream, others just do it. Meet Chief, a 7-year-old red and white 16-2-hand Tobiano, followed Debbie Greenwald around until she finally agreed to buy him. Debbie was the owner and rider that had a dream to build a facility that would work to find and sell draft breeds based on temperament and ability. Now, what better way to begin that dream and just do it than with a partner like Chief? He's Debbie's go-anywhere horse and her inspiration for the draft horse inn. An equine facility that you can learn more about if you go back and visit the booth. Last but certainly not least is Butch and Linda Haita's very own Miss Daisy May. Now, they won't be driving Miss Daisy today. In fact, here is Renegade's Daisy, 17 hands, 9-year-old, black and white, Tobiano registered premium draft. This flashy mare was first shown 4 years ago by a 10-year-old. Today, being ridden and shown by her owner and Brenda, Linda Haita. Daisy's foal, Lilly, just outside, and is a little anxious to get in here. So bid farewell to these riders and drivers, and we're going to go to the babies of this program next. As soon as we have the arena cleared, they're going to come in, and leading the way will be a 3-year-old black and white Overo named Jazz, no longer a stranger to the horse fair, showing here last year and Michigan the year before. She is in hand by none other than her owner, Scott Carter. Scott is in the beginning stages of putting her under harness, and he'll be excited to see her driving here next year. And of course, under saddle, she'll be too, as Scott takes to the trails when the cart is parked. Lacey, a 9-month-old Pinto Draft filly, owned by Rhonda Cory. She's a red, white, and Tobiano who stands 14 hands, will mature at 17 hands. Rhonda hopes to ride and drive this filly. Lacey's sister is Lilly, owned by Rhonda's daughter, Cassandra. Lilly is also a red and white Tobiano and stands 14 hands tall. Will mature to 17 hands. And Cassandra is a junior at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, majoring in animal sciences. She hopes one day to drive this filly alongside Lacey. Lacey was a gift to Cassandra from Butch and Linda Haita, and she's out of Daisy. She came up for sale. Mother and daughter couldn't pass up the opportunity. Good luck to all. And now finally, this rig you see in here, representing the Pinto Draft Association, hitched to this custom-made lighted trolley which seats over 20 passengers. Bill and Bud, the team. From Percheron Breeding, we introduce the 10-year-old 17-hand Pinto Draft team from Mount Calvary. Oh yes, this team is for sale. So a big round of applause for the Pinto Draft shown in every discipline today. They're in Barn 5. Go by and see the Pinto Drafts, and yes, there are Pinto Drafts for sale as well. Thank you to all of our Pinto Draft horses.